Welcome back, LP Brown artists. This week, our prize winners are Rylan D. in Mr. Hazel's class and Olivia L. in Miss Christensen's class. Congratulations. You will receive some bonus art supplies at this week's supply pickup. We are traveling over to Germany this week. So, from Olympia, Washington, in the United States, all the way to Europe to the country of Germany. And our inspiration is the Black Forest in southwest Germany. It's not spooky, it's kind of mystical, magical. And you can see it's just beautiful. There's a big lake, there's waterfalls, trees, wildlife. And it's so beautiful that it has inspired many fairy tales. Here are some of the fairy tales that you might recognize that were based in the Black Forest in Germany. There's Hansel and Gretel, Rapunzel, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty. Notice the critters that you see here. This week we're focusing on this little cutie, the red squirrel. Red squirrels are extra adorable because of those fluffy, pointy ears. So we're going to draw our own red squirrel with some wildlife around it. The squirrel is going to be the focal point, but we'll get to draw lots of nature as well. And you'll also get a chance to do some collage if you are interested. At the end of our lesson, we have a pretty funny book that you can actually learn a lot about squirrels in as well. It's called This is a Taco, the crossed out squirrel. So if you want to learn about squirrels and get a few laughs in at the same time, stay for the whole video because we'll be reading that book. Today I'm going to be cutting out pictures and gluing them down, so making a collage. You may follow along with those steps, or you can follow along and just draw on one piece of paper. So make that choice now if you're going to just draw on one piece of paper, the squirrel and the nature, or if you're going to follow along and do the collage. Okay, I have my two pieces of paper. I'm going to start with this Sharpie marker, but you can start with a pencil or whatever drawing tool you prefer. I'm going to use one piece of paper first. And on one half of the paper, I'm going to draw my red squirrel. On the other half of the paper, I'm going to draw some nature. So to help me keep track of that, I'm just going to fold my paper in half. So then I know exactly what the middle is. So one half squirrel, one half nature. Okay, so starting with our squirrel, I'm going to draw an upside down U near the top left of the paper. I need to leave room for those pointy fluffy ears and a space for the big tail. There's my upside down U. Next, I'm going to draw two eyes and a large nose near the bottom center of the face. You draw the eyes however you want. I'm going to draw two ovals and then make the pupils here, kind of cartoon eyes. You can add a little expression to your squirrel by adding eyebrows. Here's its nose, is also an oval, but I'm going to color it in black. This doesn't look like a squirrel yet. Let's see what we can add. Next, from the nose, I'm going to draw lines out past the head. It's for its fluffy, big cheeks. So it's going to go like that. Like that. To show that it's fluffy, I'll draw some lines there. Hey, now it's looking like the Lorax, if you know that movie. There's its fluffy cheeks, beard, and a little smile. Next, for the body, I'm going to draw a large U shape. Grab a different marker. For the arms and legs, I'm going to just draw a U shape here, or I guess a C. Backwards C here, and then same for the legs. There we go. Now, to show that this squirrel has a white belly, I'm going to draw some fur going down here, a wavy line, and lines here. And we'll leave that belly white. Now, if you want your squirrel holding something, it can hold whatever it wants, but mine's going to hold an acorn. So to do that, go like this. There's the top of the acorn. Then it goes down into kind of a U shape. And it always has the little tip there. And then the stem and acorns on the top have a little texture. So I'm going to draw some lines to show that texture. Okay. Next, we need a big fluffy tail and pointy, fluffy ears. I'm going to start with the ears. So, let's see. I'm going to start with the inside of the ears. Look like that, kind of like cat ears. Next, I'm going to do an outline around them, but I'm not going to close that off with a point. I'm going to add the little texture there, the fluffiness. So again, I don't finish it off with the regular point like the inside. I'll add a little cute. And last but not least, to make it look like a real squirrel, we're going to draw a big fluffy tail. So it's going to curve up. It's kind of an S shape. There's that big tail. My squirrel is complete. So next I can add some color. You add color however you want. I'm going to do watercolors. Here's my cute little squirrel. I decided to cut the squirrel out because I'm going to glue it onto a background. So set the squirrel aside, and now we're going to move on to the other half of our paper. On this half, we're going to create some little nature, like trees, bushes, mushrooms, leaves, whatever you think that the squirrel would be surrounded by in the Black Forest. I'm going to do the same thing, starting with my marker, and just start drawing some plants. And I can fit as many as I want on here because I'm going to cut them out when I'm done. If you don't want to cut them out when you're done, that's okay. I'm going to draw kind of a fern shape. Now that I've drawn some designs, I'm going to add some color and cut them out. Okay, I cut out all of my pieces, and now it's time for me to glue them on the background. I'm going to use a green piece of paper for my background, and you can draw something in the background, whatever you're feeling. So my little guy's going to be standing on a tree trunk here, tree stump. Just going to draw a quick stump here, and then you get your glue and you can place your items around, surround your guy with little squirrel with nature. You can add even more to it if you want. You could even add some natural materials from outside. And just have fun with it. Add and layer as much as you want onto your picture. So make sure you share it on Schoology. I would love to see your creations. I hope you had fun this week. This is a squirrel. Nope, Taco by Andrew Kangulose and illustrated by Josh Shipley. This is a squirrel. Hi, my name is Taco because my favorite food is tacos. I'm really excited to be in this book. I can't wait to help you learn all about squirrels like me. So you'll notice the facts, the true things are written in this writing. The silly fictional things are coming from our squirrel that likes tacos. Squirrels are some of the cleanest rodents in the wild. They are known for having silky, soft fur. Gotta give some credit to my prairie dog pal, Garbage. He's my stylist. Hi, my name's Garbage, because my favorite food is... Save it for a prairie dog book. This book's about squirrels. Squirrels love to eat nuts, acorns, and even tree bark. Tree bark? I was told there'd be tacos. It's kind of the main reason I agreed to be in this book. Squirrels can pack large amounts of food into their cheeks to transport back to their nests. These aren't tacos either. Squirrels can rotate their ankles completely backward. This allows them to climb in any direction. Ah! Squirrels are great tree climbers and love to jump from branch to branch. Some squirrels, called flying squirrels, can glide through the air for distances of over 150 feet. I'm scared of heights. I live in a bush. You've got the wrong squirrel. My cousin Barry is the flyer in the family. Ah! Then they glide gently to the ground for a graceful landing. Wham! The hawk is the natural predator of squirrels, swooping down from the air to swipe them right off the ground. Uh-oh. Whoa, time out. This book needs fewer hawks and way more tacos. And when I say fewer hawks, I mean 0. There he is, trying to cross out the word hawk. Uh-oh. Oh, phew. Boom. That was awesome. I wonder... so the squirrel can change this book. Ah, so he crossed out the word taco, or crossed out the word hawk and wrote taco, and crossed out squirrels and wrote tacos. So let's read the new version. The taco is the natural predator of tacos, swooping down from the air to swipe them right off the ground. Ah, now that's more like it. Uh-oh. Taco hungry for tacos, swoop time. Who invited this guy? Hey, Salsa Breath, you're in the wrong book. Uh-oh. A giant taco? Sheesh. He's lucky I have a rule about eating things with faces. And the squirrel rewrote this book. Taco the squirrel, and not an actual giant, talking taco, is the natural predator of tacos. Now that's what I'm talking about. Squirrels are great eaters and can eat their body weight in food in just a week. And then our friend squirrel changed it to they can eat tacos, their weight in tacos in just a day. Kids, remember, if you want tacos in your story, then you make sure there are tacos in your story. The end. Hey, need a squirrel for your book? I work for peanuts, but I prefer tacos. That is a pretty funny book. I hope you learned a little bit about squirrels and tacos.